Stan Gibilisco here, hailing from the black holes of Dakota Territory, United States of accidents. Verbal accidents, that is, but which sometimes lead to perfect opportunities. Have you ever had that happen to you? Made a big mistake that only led to a bigger opportunity that would have never arisen, probably, if you hadn't made that mistake? Well, in my most recent video on ham radio about the Keyers, at the end, the screen shows the view out the so-called front yard of the Long Wave Ranch, a little 2.2 acre piece of property with a trailer on it that I own near Cody, Wyoming, that I'm currently renting out to some wonderful tenants. Probably never actually live there, but if I did, it would be ideal for kite-supported antennas. But I made a real big slip at the end of that video. I said, where someday I might move and become a 160-meter king, or queen, as the case may be. Now, a statement like that, I guess, to simplify it, would best be called a benzodiazepine slip. Either that, or symptoms of dementia, or both. But in any case, I have a little information for you that you may find of interest, and it's a subject I never thought I'd talk about. Wyoming and South Dakota, where I live, are two of the reddest states in the entire United States. Red meaning Republican, and Republican thought to mean conservative. But don't forget that Wyoming was the first state where they allowed women to vote. And there's some pretty liberal attitudes going on here in South Dakota right now. They're thinking about letting the tribes do something with cannabis that I never imagined would happen here in South Dakota. As for whether or not I personally might be called a queen legitimately, that is, am I gay or not, or bi or not, or whatever, omni or not, well, at age 62, I'm pretty much over it all. But my attitude towards that is, and has always been, that what you do in your bedroom is your business and no one else's. I couldn't give a rat's patootie whether you or anyone else is gay, bi, transgender, anything like that. I hold none of that kind of stuff against anyone. So, and there are a lot of people here in Dakota Territory that share that attitude, would you believe? We're not quite as backward as you might imagine. With a neutrino laboratory right here in my hometown, where they're thinking about communicating or shooting a beam of neutrinos from Chicago through the Earth to a little spot here, not a mile away from me where I live, and right smack in the middle of the reddest part of the United States. Well, you might want to be very careful about judging places like Dakota Territory and Wyoming. You might want to be very careful about judging anyone. It's not my place to judge you, nor any other human being on earth. The Lord God Almighty is qualified to judge us, and I am not. So be that as it may, maybe I will be called a queen, but I didn't give a rat's patootie. You can call me anything you want, as long as it's not slanderous or libelous like bank robber, axe murderer. Is that clear? I should hope so. Stan Gibilisco signing off from the reddest torritary in the United States of absurdity. Until next time, so long.